Have you ever wondered how some people seem to navigate life with unwavering wisdom? The secret might lie in ancient Stoic techniques. We live in an era of quick responses, but what if true intelligence came from curiosity and resilience? In this video, we'll reveal techniques that can quickly transform your thinking and actions. Does it sound counterintuitive? Perhaps. But the results can be surprising. Curious to find out how? Let's embark on this journey together. Change is an inevitable part of life, a constant that everyone experiences. A job promotion, moving to a new city, or even switching to a favorite coffee brand are simple examples. Each change, big or small, brings an opportunity for learning. In Stoicism, this perspective is fundamental as it transforms each alteration into a stepping stone for intelligence and personal growth. Seeing change as a chance to learn sharpens intelligence. Imagine a river encountering a rock in its path. Instead of stopping, it finds a new route, carving the terrain around it. Similarly, the human mind must be adaptable, flexible, and always seeking ways to strengthen itself in the face of change. This adaptation not only improves resilience but also makes us wiser. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest exponents, said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." This quote reflects the essence of Stoic philosophy, which sees change as a delight, an opportunity disguised as a loss. By internalizing this view, we realize that true learning lies in embracing the new, accepting uncertainty, and growing with it. Developing a flexible mindset is crucial. Think of bamboo bending with the wind. It doesn't break because it knows how to adapt. Similarly, adopting a flexible mindset towards changes allows us to face life's storms without breaking. This flexibility enables us to find creative solutions and quickly adapt to new situations. Change is synonymous with growth. Every new challenge, every new situation offers us a lesson. Imagine starting a new job in an unfamiliar field. Initially, it might seem daunting, but it's precisely in this scenario that our potential is tested and expanded. Learning becomes inevitable, and intelligence naturally enhances. As we embrace change, we prepare the ground to face discomfort, an equally vital element in continuous learning. After all, it is outside the comfort zone that true wisdom is revealed. True wisdom often resides outside the comfort zone. It is when we venture beyond our comforts that we discover new facets of our intelligence. Imagine someone learning to play a musical instrument. Initially, the fingers hurt and the chords sound wrong, but it is by persisting in this discomfort that mastery is achieved. Stoicism teaches that discomfort is a valuable teacher, always ready to instruct us. Facing challenges, such as learning new skills, is a journey that builds resilience and mental strength. Think of an athlete training for a marathon. Every kilometer run, every drop of sweat shed, contributes to strengthening not only the body but also the mind. In Stoicism, this practice of facing and overcoming discomforts is seen as a direct path to wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, in his Wisdom, stated, "The obstacle is the way." This phrase encapsulates the Stoic philosophy that difficulties are not mere impediments but essential parts of the learning journey. By viewing obstacles as growth opportunities, we develop a mindset of persistence and resilience, crucial for any form of deep learning. Discomfort should be seen as an opportunity for growth, not as an obstacle to be avoided. Consider the experience of learning a new language. Initially, there are pronunciation errors, memory lapses, and grammatical confusions. However, each mistake is an opportunity to correct and learn, each confusion a step on the ladder to language mastery. This practice not only increases linguistic intelligence but also the ability to adapt and continuously learn. Facing discomfort head-on can be compared to the process of forging a sword. Steel, when subjected to intense heat and constant hammering, transforms into a sharp and resilient blade. So too is the human mind. The pressures and challenges of life, when faced with determination, shape and strengthen our intellect and character. By accepting discomfort as an integral part of learning, we prepare for the next step in the Stoic journey, deliberate disengagement. After all, to continue growing, it is essential to know when to retreat and renew our strength. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the content, please like the video. It's quick and helps YouTube recognize that our content is relevant and recommend it to more people who could benefit from these ideas. From time to time, it is essential to step away from routines to renew perspectives and rejuvenate the mind. Imagine a painter who, after hours of working on a canvas, steps back to observe his work with fresh eyes. This simple act of disengagement allows him to see details that were previously overlooked. In Stoicism, the practice of deliberate disengagement is vital to maintaining mental clarity and sharp intelligence. Marcus Aurelius stated that true retreat is found within oneself, not necessarily in physical distance. This means we don't need to physically distance ourselves to find peace and renewal. Often, a brief moment of introspection can suffice. Activities like meditation, walking outdoors, or simply practicing deep breathing exercises are effective ways to achieve this state of mental disengagement. Deliberate disengagement is not about escaping responsibilities but about creating space for reflection and rejuvenation. Think of an executive who, after an intense workweek, takes time over the weekend to disconnect from emails and meetings. This pause period allows him to return to work on Monday with a refreshed mind and fresh ideas. This practice can be applied by anyone seeking to maintain high intelligence and creativity. Simple activities like reading a book for pleasure, gardening, or listening to music can be powerful forms of disengagement. These moments of leisure not only relax the mind but also prepare it for new challenges and learning. By allowing ourselves these intervals, we are investing in our capacity to think more clearly and efficiently. Stoicism teaches us that deliberate disengagement is a tool for better facing life's challenges. Imagine a student who, after hours of intense study, takes a brief walk in the park. This time away from books allows the brain to process information more effectively, resulting in deeper and longer-lasting learning. Preparing to disengage also prepares us to continue our lifelong learning journey. After all, by renewing our energies and perspectives, we become more receptive to new knowledge opportunities that arise daily. Education does not end with formal schooling. Every day is filled with new learning opportunities. Imagine a person who, after retiring, decides to learn to play the piano. This new challenge keeps the mind active and open to new experiences. In Stoicism, the pursuit of knowledge is continuous, and each day offers the chance to expand intelligence and wisdom. Epictetus said, "Only the educated are free." This quote emphasizes that true freedom comes from knowledge and understanding. Lifelong learning is not just about accumulating information but about cultivating a genuine curiosity about the world. Reading books about different cultures, watching informative documentaries, and taking online courses are ways to keep the flame of learning always burning. The practice of continuous learning involves curiosity, reflection, application, and sharing of knowledge. Imagine someone who learns about gardening and decides to create a small garden at home. Besides applying what they learned, this person can share their experiences with friends and family, encouraging others to explore this new hobby. This cycle of learning and teaching enriches everyone involved. In a constantly changing world, staying updated is essential. Think of a professional who decides to learn new software to improve their work efficiency. This attitude not only enhances their skills but also demonstrates a proactive and adaptable mindset. Stoicism encourages us to see each new learning opportunity as a tool to improve our lives and our relationships with others. Curiosity must be cultivated daily. Reserve time to explore new interests, whether by reading an interesting article, enrolling in a course, or even having conversations with people from different areas of knowledge. This habit not only broadens our intelligence but also keeps us connected to the world around us. By maintaining lifelong learning, we are constantly preparing for new opportunities and challenges. This practice leads us to a state of gratitude, recognizing the privilege of always evolving and growing. And it is precisely through gratitude that we deepen our understanding and approach true wisdom. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful practice that deepens understanding and intelligence. Imagine starting each day by reflecting on what you are grateful for. This simple act can transform a person's perspective, allowing them to see the value in every experience, good or bad. In Stoicism, gratitude is seen not just as an emotion but as a daily practice that opens doors to wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, suggested that we should think about the privilege of being alive every morning. This practice leads us to value each moment and recognize the small blessings of life. For example, being thankful for the fresh morning air or a friend's smile may seem trivial, but these moments of appreciation enhance our ability to observe and learn from the world around us. Gratitude improves observation and reflection. Imagine a student who, after a difficult day, reflects on what they learned and is grateful for the lessons, even if tough. This practice not only helps to process challenges more positively but also strengthens emotional intelligence. Recognizing the value in each experience makes us more resilient and wiser. The practice of gratitude can be incorporated into simple daily activities. Keeping a gratitude journal, where you note 3 things you are grateful for each day, can change how you view the world. This constant exercise of recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of life creates a cycle of continuous learning and growth. In Stoicism, gratitude is seen as a gateway to wisdom. Appreciating what we have, rather than lamenting what we lack, allows us to live more fully and consciously. Think of a professional who, despite difficulties at work, is grateful for the learning and growth opportunities. This attitude not only improves their mental well-being but also their ability to face future challenges with an open and positive mind. Cultivating gratitude prepares us for the next step in the Stoic journey, the power of mindful observation. After all, gratitude fine-tunes our senses, making us more aware and observant of the world around us. If you're appreciating these valuable lessons and want to take your Stoic journey to the next level, we have something special for you. Introducing our ebook, Wealth and Wisdom, Stoicism as a Path to Financial Prosperity. This practical and inspiring guide combines ancient Stoic teachings with modern financial strategies to transform your financial life and develop a balanced and resilient mindset. For just $14.90, you can take the first step toward achieving financial prosperity and true balance. Don't let financial uncertainty and stress control your life. Invest in yourself today and discover the power of Stoic wisdom to achieve true wealth and financial serenity. The link to purchase is pinned in the first comment of the video. Don't miss this opportunity. True observation involves immersing oneself in the present moment and noticing the details around us. Imagine an artist spending hours observing a landscape before putting brush to canvas. This practice of mindfulness allows them to capture the essence of what they see. In Stoicism, mindful observation is a powerful tool for increasing intelligence and wisdom. Seneca stated, "Time discovers truth." This suggests that by observing attentively, we reveal hidden truths about the world and ourselves. Think of a scientist spending hours observing an experiment. Every detail, every small change, can lead to a significant discovery. Similarly, in daily life, the practice of mindful observation allows us to better understand situations and people around us. Mindful observation can be practiced in various ways. For example, while walking in the park, we can focus on the colors of the leaves, the sound of birds, or the sensation of the wind on our skin. These moments of mindfulness connect us to the present and increase our ability to learn from the environment. This practice not only enhances intelligence but also brings a sense of peace and mental clarity. In Stoicism, observing mindfully is seen as a form of active meditation. Imagine a chef who, while preparing a meal, observes each ingredient carefully, smells the aroma of spices, and listens to the sound of chopping. This total immersion in the process not only results in a delicious meal but also in a deep understanding of culinary elements. The practice of mindful observation can also improve our personal interactions. By paying attention to gestures, tones of voice, and facial expressions during a conversation, we can better understand others' emotions and intentions. This makes us more effective and empathetic communicators, enriching our relationships and consequently our emotional intelligence. Preparing to observe mindfully opens doors to the art of active listening. Observation is the first step towards deeper and more meaningful communication, where we truly listen and understand others, creating stronger connections and continuously learning from each interaction. Active listening involves being present and seeking to understand others' perspectives deeply. Imagine being in a conversation and truly hearing what the other person is saying, without mentally preparing your response. This practice is fundamental in Stoicism, where listening attentively is seen as a way to learn and grow in wisdom. By practicing active listening, we increase our emotional intelligence and strengthen our relationships. Epictetus reminded us, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This teaching emphasizes the importance of giving space to others' words, absorbing them, and reflecting before responding. A practical example would be in work meetings, where attentively listening to colleagues' ideas can lead to more collaborative and innovative solutions. Active listening is not just about silence but about empathy. Imagine a friend sharing their worries. By listening actively, you demonstrate empathy and understanding, which strengthens the friendship and helps solve problems more effectively. This practice, highly valued in Stoicism, enhances our intelligence by allowing us to learn from others' experiences and perspectives. Active listening improves not only our personal relationships but also our professional performance. Think of a leader who actively listens to their employees. They better understand the team's needs and suggestions, leading to a more harmonious and productive work environment. The practice of attentive listening is a powerful tool for anyone who wants to grow in wisdom and effectiveness. Incorporating active listening into daily life can be simple. During conversations, ask questions that show genuine interest, avoid interrupting, and maintain eye contact. These small changes can transform the quality of interactions and allow you to learn something new from each conversation. In Stoicism, this approach strengthens the mind and spirit, promoting continuous learning. Preparing to listen actively leads us to the next step in the Stoic journey, seeking silence amid the noise. By creating moments of silence, we can reflect on what we have heard and integrate this learning into our lives, cultivating deeper and more conscious intelligence. In a world filled with sounds, notifications, and distractions, finding moments of silence is essential for reflection and growth. Imagine turning off your phone for an hour and simply sitting in a park, listening to the sound of the wind and birds singing. In Stoicism, silence is seen as a sacred space where our minds can breathe and expand, cultivating intelligence and wisdom. Seneca observed, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote reminds us that many of our anxieties are amplified by the constant noise around us. By seeking silence, we can separate real concerns from imagined ones, allowing us to approach life's challenges with more clarity and calm. A practical example would be practicing daily meditation, even for just 10 minutes, to calm the mind and center thoughts. Moments of silence are not just the absence of sound but opportunities for introspection. Think of a writer isolating themselves in a quiet place to reflect on their ideas. This period of deep reflection allows them to explore their thoughts more fully and produce more meaningful works. Stoicism values these moments of silence as fundamental for creative intelligence and self-understanding. The practice of silence can be incorporated simply into daily life. Set aside time in the morning to meditate, take silent walks, or simply turn off electronic devices during meals. These moments of tranquility help the mind process information and find solutions to complex problems. In Stoicism, this practice is seen as a way to purify the mind and strengthen the spirit. Seeking silence amidst the noise also prepares us to better hear our own needs and emotions. Imagine an executive who, after a busy day, reserves time to be silent and reflect on their decisions. This pause period allows them to evaluate their choices with more clarity and wisdom, improving their leadership ability and emotional intelligence. Preparing to seek silence opens doors to valuing the diverse interactions around us. By calming the mind, we become more receptive to others' perspectives, enriching our learning and growing in empathy and understanding. Interacting with a variety of people enriches our understanding of the world and broadens our intelligence. Imagine attending an event where you meet people from different cultures and professions. Each conversation offers a new perspective, a new story, and with that, a new learning. In Stoicism, valuing these diverse interactions is fundamental for personal and intellectual growth. Seneca advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. This advice emphasizes the importance of surrounding ourselves with individuals who challenge us to think differently and expand our horizons. Think of a student who, by interacting with peers from different fields of study, discovers new passions and interests. These interactions not only increase their intelligence but also their wisdom and empathy. Diverse interactions are not limited to casual encounters. Participating in discussion groups, book clubs, or even volunteer groups are great ways to expose yourself to different viewpoints. Imagine a professional who, by volunteering at an NGO, learns about the realities of less privileged communities. This practical experience enriches their worldview and strengthens their social and emotional intelligence. In Stoicism, everyone we meet has something valuable to teach us. Think of an elderly person sharing their life stories or a child sharing their innocent view of the world. These interactions, no matter how simple they may seem, bring valuable lessons and insights that contribute to our continuous formation. By listening and learning from others, we broaden our wisdom and our ability to understand life's complexity. Being open to diverse interactions also helps us develop a more flexible and adaptable mind. Imagine a scientist who, by collaborating with artists and philosophers, discovers new ways to approach scientific problems. This exchange of ideas between seemingly unrelated disciplines can lead to surprising innovations and discoveries. In Stoicism, this openness to the new is seen as a path to continuous learning. Preparing to value diverse interactions leads us to cultivate curiosity instead of judgment. By learning from the diversity around us, we become more open and receptive, ready to absorb knowledge from all possible sources and grow in wisdom. Cultivating curiosity instead of judgment is a powerful key to learning and growth. Imagine a child exploring a new park. Every leaf, every insect is a source of fascination and discovery. In Stoicism, this curious and open approach is essential for expanding intelligence and acquiring wisdom. Abandoning judgment allows us to see the world with fresh eyes and an open mind. Epictetus wisely said, "It is impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows." This quote highlights the need to adopt a posture of humility and curiosity. Instead of judging a new idea as wrong or inferior, we should ask ourselves what we can learn from it. Think of a professional encountering a new methodology at work. Instead of rejecting it immediately, they decide to explore it with curiosity, which can lead to significant improvements in their practice. Curiosity leads us to explore beyond the superficial. Imagine watching a documentary about an unknown culture and, instead of judging it based on prejudices, allowing yourself to be fascinated by the differences and similarities. This kind of curiosity enriches us, expanding our understanding and empathy. In Stoicism, this practice is seen as a path to deeper and more meaningful learning. Adopting curiosity in daily life can be transformative. Instead of avoiding a conversation with someone who has different opinions, approach with an open mind and ask genuine questions. This not only improves our communication skills but also broadens our emotional and social intelligence. In Stoicism, curiosity is a driver for wisdom, as it allows us to see beyond appearances and understand the essence of things. Curiosity also protects us from the stress and anxiety of judgment. Imagine facing a challenging situation at work. Instead of worrying about what others might think, adopt a curious stance. What can I learn from this? This change in perspective not only reduces pressure but also allows us to grow with each experience. In Stoicism, this approach helps us live more lightly and wisely. By cultivating curiosity, we are constantly preparing for new discoveries and learning. This practice leads us to embrace the world with an open mind, always ready to learn and grow. And by doing so, we strengthen our intelligence and approach true wisdom. Now that you've learned these powerful Stoic techniques, the real question is, are you ready to apply this knowledge and transform your life? Think about the learning opportunities you can embrace, the challenges you can face with resilience, and the new perspectives you can discover. What is stopping you from starting? Reflect on your daily interactions and how curiosity can replace judgment. Want to increase your intelligence and wisdom? Start right now. Leave a comment below about which technique resonated most with you. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to keep learning and growing with us.